Today marks 1495th day share lessons I learn and continue to learn with you. My hope these insights will inspire you, support your dreams, help you goals, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about waiting and what are the things that is okay and healthy to wait for. I think sometimes we do not want to wait, but it's extremely healthy to wait. And today we'll share 10 things that we think that we can consider about waiting. Number one is clarity. I think that it's okay really wait for clarity. Sometimes we have certainty to do things, but to really, when I think about really making the right choice, we need to have clarity. And I think that's one thing is that's very, very important to understand is that sometimes we need to take action to get that clarity. But at the same time, we do not make that choice. We take action that could potentially lead to clarity, but we don't make choices. So that means that sometimes if you say, okay, I will try different things, I will try different actions, and that will lead to better clarity. And with that clarity, I will make decisions. So rather than taking decision and choice right away, maybe I'm able to really try to implement actions, and those actions will give me the clarity necessary to really to make right choice, because sometimes we really want to make choice about taking action without taking action and having the clarity, but really sometimes we look for certain right and clarity, so we need to wait for clarity. Number two, and this is just very common sense, the right relationship. It means when you look into that when you really have a relationship with any kind of relationship, that could be a friendship, that could be a romantic relationship, it needs to be aligned with the values and where you go in, because every single person is supposed to have standards, non-negotiables. And if a person is not aligning with non-negotiables and they just crossing the boundaries, crossing those non-negotiables, that means that that person will drain your energy. And energy is the most important resource in life, and we're not supposed to allow anyone to really drain our energy. And if someone is draining your energy, that person, that relationship, not supposed to be in our life in any way possible. I know that sometimes it's hard because you potentially love them, you care about the person, but if the person is really draining your energy, reducing your life source, why that relationship in your life whatsoever? So of course, sometimes we need to better wait for right relations to come in and not allowing relationships to really maybe potentially remove the loneliness that we feel right now. Number three is emotional readiness. That means that sometimes we need to really wait for emotion to be emotional ready, and this is for a lot of different things. Emotional ready to have a difficult conversation, emotional ready even for those relationships, emotional ready for different things. And I think that sometimes we need to understand that we need to ground ourselves, because if we push ourselves too hard from the get-go, it might be that we will quit. That's why sometimes I truly believe in incremental improvements, and when when I think about emotional readiness, you just not wait and don't do anything, and you wait for emotional. You never be emotional ready by not doing anything. But I think that emotional readiness is about, okay, what do I do on a daily basis to be emotional ready for the big leap? Because I'm a true believer in incremental improvements. I truly believe that small actions, small tiny actions repeated every single day could bring extraordinary results. But at the same time, if you want to really go to a massive leap, most likely will not work. So emotional readiness is all about taking action today, but not jumping that massive leap. But that massive leap potentially could make us in a hole and not leading anywhere. So is it rather than jumping right away, maybe we could wait, but wait by taking action on a daily basis. Number four is long-term opportunities. We don't need to jump on the first job, on a first idea, the first open door. And I learned from my mentor. My mentor, I really love what he said. That a lot of times when people have a problem, they jump in on the first solution. That solution could be maybe a good solution, but it's not great solution. It could be great by accident, but majority of time, first idea is not the best idea. It's not the great idea. So that means when you think about long-term opportunity, sometimes okay, like what could be a great idea for me? What could be the best idea for me? So rather than jumping on the first opportunity that you have in front of you, maybe it's sometimes is great to really reflect, okay, what is a great opportunity? What would be the best aligned with who I am and who I want to be? And that moment you're able to really jump and make better choices because now you know exactly, you waited, reflected, you build more awareness, and of course that leads to better results. Number five is skills to develop naturally. We need to wait. I think that sometimes we think about that, okay, like skills will be developed overnight. No, we need to wait for those skills to be developed. And this is again, we need to be aggressive with our actions, but patient with the results. And that's, we'll need to wait for those results. But again, it's such an interesting thing because waiting is not a passive thing. Like I repeat it all the time. You need to really take action right now, aggressively, but at the same time you wait for those results to show up. And the same with skills. We want to really develop every single day, take action, but wait until those skills will be level and the standard that you really want. You're not able to really do that overnight. Number six is healing. And again, this is we need to wait. Physical healing, emotional healing, heartbreak, grief, trauma, all those emotional, all those healing parts are from the body, emotional, mental. um, it will require some time. It will require some waiting, and it's great. Again, we are able to do something about it. But even though that we are doing something, will not mean that will everything will be done overnight. We'll need to wait, and that's okay. That's totally fine and healthy to wait until things will get improved. We're not able to rush through that. Number seven is a better moment. Be able to wait for a better moment. So maybe we are going through a very, very tough season, a storm, a house, a burnout, overwhelming. And sometimes when you need to jump on the best opportunity in your life, sometimes it's great to wait until you are better prepared to manage that situation, manage that opportunity. And it's totally fine. I think that's it's great sometimes to focus on yourself, on your inner peace, on and developing yourself, improving yourself before jumping on something that you might be not able to handle it because it's just so many things is in your life. And sometimes it's great to wait for a better moment. But again, I always say that what do you do now? Because if you just wait and wait and wait for a better moment without actually doing anything, of course that better moment will could never come. Number eight is answers from life. I think that is great to wait for those answers, for that awareness, because time exposes what really matters. But again, I will keep repeating how important it is to really expose yourself and be adventurous. And when you're adventurous, because if you're doing the same thing over and over again, life will not expose anything. And that's why we need to really do something that stretches us, because the more you stretch yourself, the more you expose yourself. Because I really love this saying that sometimes people say I have 10 years experience in accounting, but most time it's just they said that I have 1 year experience in accounting repeated 10 times. And that's something that sometimes exactly same with our life. We keep repeating the same year, which is the same month over and over and over again, without really exposing ourselves to better things and not getting any answers from life. So it's waiting for answers from life when exposing yourself. That's a great way. Number nine is inspiration to a point. Sometimes we need to really wait for inspiration, but at the same time, again, we need to always say that I'm creating, developing, improving, taking action. And I know that we'll find my inspiration because sometimes we don't know my inspiration because every single person is like, I'm looking for inspiration. What kind of inspiration, my purpose, my meaning. But again, this is again coming from awareness again and waiting for that spark that really said, this is exactly what my life's supposed to be. This is exactly what I'm inspired to do. And again, this is coming from exposing yourself to different kind of things and getting more perspective and that perspective leads to inspiration. And again, we are able to wait for it, but we need to take action while waiting. And the last one, number 10, is other people readiness. Sometimes we want to really other people growth, other people understanding of you, other people apology, other people healing, but we're not able to rush that, and we need to sometimes wait for it. And I think that is a healthy thing to do. Wait on other people. Sometimes we can really finish some healing within a month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. Other person might will be doing the same healing 2 years, 3 years, maybe 5 years. It doesn't matter how long it takes. What matters is that they are doing it, and at some point maybe it'll be ready. And I think that when the more you grow yourself, the more you understand that sometimes some parts of you is harder to develop, and you become much more compassionate, understanding towards other people who are really working towards that better tomorrow as well. So I hope that you reflect as well what you are waiting for. Are you taking some action today while waiting that could develop, that could help really reduce even that waiting period? So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.